What's up, you guys? So I got a lot of requests to do a video on how I did the lighting for my pedals, the Footwell lights. So it's actually pretty simple and super easy to do. All you need really is some LED strips. They look like this. They're really cheap. If I got this off eBay, I think I paid like 10 or 12 bucks for 4 of them. You're only gonna need 2. One for your passenger, one for your driver. If you have a 4-door, you can actually put 2 more in the back seat if you want. But they pretty much just look like this here. They come with an adhesive backing. And the wiring is super simple. It's just a power and a ground. There's no relays or anything that's involved in it. So you're pretty much just gonna need 2 of these, or 4 if you want to put it in the back seat, and you need some wire. I got this at Harbor Freight. I think it was like 30 bucks for this whole set of wiring. But you can just use really any type of gauge of wire, speaker wire if you have extra lying around. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I did all of this. Alright, you guys, so the first step that you need to do is find out a place that you would want to mount your lights. This is where I chose to mount mine. If you see this, the console here, it's right at the edge, and all I did was I took off the sticky backing and I stuck it onto here. So that way when it lights up you can't see it, and it hides all the ugly wires. So what you want to do is, after you find a place to mount it, you need to cut enough extra wire to mount it, to run it up to your dome light over there. In order for you to install it online, they tell you to splice into these wires here. Just tell you to splice into these wires here in the pillar, but that doesn't give you the ability to power it when you turn on your dome light. It only gives the ability to turn on when you open your door. So once you find out where you want to mount it, you want to run your wire, or this is where I chose to run my wire. You want to run your wire up the pillar into the headliner. I run it in the front of the headliner, and then you want it to come out where the dome light is. Alright, so once you get your wires fed through the top, through your headliner, if you look on the back of your dome light, you'll see these 2 pukas here, or these 2 holes. What you can do, or what I do, is I stuck the wire through the puka, through the hole, and then it'll come out like this. Now, I have this LED here that I got off of eBay as well. So what I did was I just spliced into the negative and positive terminals on the wires. But if you don't have this type of LED, you can actually make contact straight to these prongs here. So negative and positive. So if you don't have those LEDs, all you have to do is make sure that you make contact to these. If you can see, there's metal squares here with the holes in them. That is actually a circuit, or the current travels through there. So as long as your wire makes contact with the metal surfaces on the back of the prongs, that should give you the continuity that you need, or the power that you need to power your LEDs when the dome lights come on. But since I have those LEDs, I wired it straight into the LED. So once you get your wiring hooked up, you want to make sure that it works before you close it up. So go ahead and turn the dome light on. And if your lights don't come on, that means that you have a continuity backwards. So switch around the blue wires, or swap it to the opposite terminal that you had it hooked up to. Alright, so after I switched around the wires, if you see, the dome light will come on, and so does the light down here. So If it doesn't come on the first time, just try switching around your wires, and that should do the trick. If it doesn't work, then that means that you're either not making good connection or that your LED strip is bad. So that's pretty much how you do it. It's really quick, really simple. Again, the hardest part would be getting the wire to feed through here. Alright, so hopefully that video helped you out. If it did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Alright, if there's anything else I can help you out with, leave them in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Peace.